we're back at it again with your girl Sabi, and you're here to hear about the biggest myths about being a mother. The first myth, which is one of my favorite myths in this video: you will automatically love your children. No. So if you are one of them, you are not alone. Not everyone automatically has that love that can't be described towards their children. The second myth is that you are important, especially to those who want a relationship with the child you carry. To those that you had high expectations of, or you had expectations to feel important from, if that makes sense, such as from your child's other parent, your family members, their family members, church family members, whoever it is for you. And so, please let me explain this. But it is very true that you are important, because you are. You did that. You carried the baby, gave birth, still taking care of the baby. Even if you didn't take care of the baby, just pregnancy in itself is a crazy experience. Can be a crazy experience. Although very beautiful. The point that I'm making when I say this is that the person you create the child with, or the people that want to know your child, may not respect you or see you as important. Let me repeat that. The person you create the child with, or the people that want to know your child, may not respect you or see you as important. You hear me? You could be the sweetest woman. You could be the sweetest person. You could have had the worst pregnancy. You could have had a traumatizing birth experience and still get treated terribly or ignored by the same people that want to take your child away from you, and or take away your child from you and your partner. It may be the same people that only see the child as a separate entity and not as part of you. I'm trying to make that make sense. I hope that makes sense. I hope you see what I'm saying there. But it may be the same person that is like, there's this child. They only see it as a part of them. I'm not going to elaborate too much on that part, but I think it makes sense. And I only say this as a myth because I think sometimes we exaggerate the importance of us in other people's lives. So that's why I say this. Because again, you are important, but not everyone is going to see you that way. So let's not exaggerate how much we matter in somebody else's life or in those other people's lives. Your life is over. Having a baby may change your body, your skin, your brain, your drive, your strength, but it is not over. Everybody's situation is different, so it very much may feel like your life is over. Having a baby can hold some people back, and for others, it gives them a drive they didn't even know they had. Or for some people, it gave them a drive that they knew they had. They just knew it was going to take having kids to have that drive. But it takes a village to raise a child or children, and that village either starts with or is a two-parent household. And not everyone has that. So I say start off by finding your community, a genuinely soft and kind and authentic community. And when I say the village either starts with or is a two-parent household, and not everyone has that. When I say that, I really mean like ideally that's how villages are supposed to be. But, I digress. I'm not going to get too far into that. You need to sacrifice your own needs to be a mom. That's another myth. Abso-freaking-lutely not. A part of being a good mom is being taken care of. I know some women will say they pour from a dry cup, but baby, we gotta be nourished. The better we are, then the better we can be for the babies. You do not need to sacrifice your own needs to be a mom. Not at all. Let's not blur the lines between people who just disregard their children and people who prioritize themselves because that's what they need to do. and ultimately them taking care of themselves is still taking care of their child. Let's not blur those lines. Overall point is, you don't need to sacrifice your own needs. Take care of yourself. You enjoy every part, or should enjoy every part of motherhood. No, you don't have to. I don't know who came up with that. I don't. It might be hard for a mother, and nobody can invalidate that. If it's hard, if you're struggling, that's your reality. You're struggling. It's hard. If you're not enjoying the newborn stage, you're not enjoying the newborn stage. And I feel like that's a common stage for people to say, oh, as a mom, you should enjoy every part. As a mom, you should enjoy the newborn stage because it's not going to last too long, and da-da-da-da. Sure, that's a cool reminder to say, like, you know, hold on to this moment, right? But be careful how, some people need to be careful how they word it. Because, yes, I think it's great to hold on to the beauty in each stage. But that doesn't mean women should be invalidated when it comes to them not enjoying motherhood. Some people, I think, will never enjoy it. Honestly, I think there are women out there who never really enjoyed it. They may benefit from it when the kid gets older. Oh yeah, my kid helped me clean my room. My kid, you know, they do this and they do that. They may benefit from it, but were they ever enjoying it? And I don't even know if that makes sense, but it makes sense to me right here and right now in this moment. But I just think it's a myth, because I'm not going to tell you you should enjoy every part of motherhood, because truth be told, every part of it is not enjoyable. I think it's literally a part of motherhood is for there to be some type of pain somewhere. Not going to elaborate on that. Mother knows best. No, ma'am. I think that's a myth. Sometimes us mothers don't know best. Especially when the kids are grown. Especially when they're not kids. This is a whole adult we're talking about, who makes choices for their own life. And they're the ones that have to live it. In my opinion, I always feel like it's good to be willing to do the research and be flexible, because when you learn better, you have the opportunity to do better. So we may not know best, but we can have the desire to want best for our children. But I think in itself, mother knows best. Like, I hear it, but it's like, okay, that's just talk. Like, that's how I look at it. Like, that's just talk. And sometimes we doubt ourselves as well. Like, even in a newborn stage. Oh, I'm not too sure. Is something wrong with my kid? I'm not sure. Da 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 da. Sometimes we doubt ourselves, and it can cause a domino effect of negative things. Anyway, long story short, I think that's a myth. I don't think anybody really knows best automatically, like naturally. Like, sure, do the research, do what you got to do, but naturally, I don't think it's in anyone's intuition to know best for somebody else. And that's as a whole. Excuse me. Not just like when mommy just had a baby, but like just as a whole with kids. You'll lose weight if you breastfeed. No, that's not a guarantee. Yes, you burn calories breastfeeding, but you're also having an increase in appetite and needing to make up for those nutrients. So please don't think just because you're breastfeeding, you're going to lose weight. I don't want people to think that. The mom is more nurturing. Whew. This one might be controversial, or this one might be an unpopular opinion, but it may be in our nature to be nurturing, but sometimes we may end up with a man who's more nurturing than us. So in comparison, mom is more nurturing. I think that's a myth. Naturally, sure, like I said, it might be in our nature, but there are men who are very nurturing. There are great men, there are this, there are that, whatever. So we may not be more nurturing than our partners, whoever that is. So I think that's a myth. So I just want to say that. And those are all my myths, and those are just some things that I thought about that came up to my head. So if you have any myths that you think exist, put them below and let's talk about it. let's continue the conversation. If you're interested in seeing more parenthood things or just my personal life, then go ahead and subscribe and like this video. Yeah, I hope you have a beautiful day.